Everybody, it's Eric the Horror Man, and welcome to day 28 from my 31 Days of Horror. I know what you're thinking. What's with the hockey mask? Well, if you get the idea, you know which movie it is that I'm going to be doing a review on for my 31 Days of Horror. But the question is, which one in the franchise? So, this movie is from 1980, and that's the original Friday the 13th. This is an original classic slasher 80s horror movie that everyone around the world is familiar with, that everyone has heard of and seen. So this movie is pretty much basically about where camp counselors are being terrorized by someone or something that's picking them off one by one. But the townspeople were has a different name for this camp. Instead of calling it Camp Crystal Lake, they call it Camp Blood. And it, and it, and it, since they don't exceed the warnings from the townspeople, the camp council decided to go ahead and just open up the camp after all the incidents happened, like the boy drowning in 57, two camp counselors being murdered a year later. So these camp counselors are being picked off one by one. And this is like a whodunit kind of thing because you don't know who the killer is and you don't know who's killing off these counselors, not wanting them to open up the camp again. So this movie is a classic slasher 80s horror movie that everyone is familiar with, and it managed to expand all throughout the entire years. So Friday 13th is definitely one of the most recognizable horror franchise, and I know people love this franchise a lot because this is just like a very fun, recognizable franchise because the first Friday 13th is the one that started it all. So with that being said, I am going to have to give this 8 out of a 10 because this is just a very fun slasher horror movie from the 80s that everybody around the world is familiar with. That people say that this is like their favorite horror franchise of all time. So, Friday the 13th from 1980, I definitely recommend checking it out, and also recommend checking out the rest of the franchise as well. If you've seen it, then that's good. You know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend checking it out. So, Friday the 13th, the original from 1980, very fun slasher horror movie from the 80s. Alright, guys, so that's my review for day 28 for my 31 Days of Horror. What'd you think of this video? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you've seen this movie, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Which Friday 13th is your favorite Friday 13th? Because mine is part 6, Jason Lives. So, also like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for some more videos. And also, when you decide to go camping, be sure to watch out for Jason Voorhees because he might be lurking around somewhere. So, just be cautious and make sure you be prepared if you ever see him looking around in your area. So when you go camping next time, just don't go. But if you decide to go, it's your funeral. So again, like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for some more videos. Later.